What's up, y'all? It's your girl V with Reality Recap here for another live Tea Talk. We are streaming live right now across Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. If you can't watch this live in its entirety, please make sure you go to the links in my bio on Facebook and on Instagram, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe, like the videos. Let's get those likes up. And we are here today for a Tea Talk recapping the latest episodes of Love and Hip Hop Miami and Love and Hip Hop ATL. Have you guys been watching the season premiere of Love and Hip Hop ATL was last night, and Love and Hip Hop Miami, of course, is on Monday nights. We're rolling along with the season, so we're gonna start off tonight with Love and Hip Hop Miami, and you guys know the chat is live. So let me know your thoughts on the episode as I give you my unsolicited thoughts, as I always say on the episodes and recap them for you. So we're going to start with Love and Hip Hop Miami. And excuse my children tearing my house down upstairs. No, they are not unattended, but you would think so, the way that they are upstairs rolling around on the floor. But yeah, excuse the noise. But Love and Hip Hop Miami is our first topic for today's Tea Talk. Let me just get my trusty notes up. They're distracting me. Like they're playing with race cars, all types of stuff. Like when I get off of here, everybody's in trouble. But let's get into it. I have a few questions for you before we get started. Who died and made Brooke and Marcus the resident therapists of Love and Hip Hop Miami? Who did that? Who said that? Like Portia said, who said that? Who said that they were qualified to do that? I really want to know. But anywho, my other question is, why is Estelita on Love and Hip Hop Miami? Why is she on Love and Hip Hop Miami, guys? She is not the first lady of Danger Zone Entertainment anymore. Danger Zone is long gone. Stevie J is long gone from Danger Zone management company. So why is Estelita on Love and Hip Hop Miami? I have no idea other than to stir up trouble. I guess get checks after her sugar daddy passed away. Rest his soul, child. But I don't understand why Estelita is on there and who made Brooke and Marcus the resident therapists, life coaches, and just all around peacemakers. But hey, get to the bag, I guess. Do what you got to do. Now, at first in this episode, we saw Amada sit down with Brooke and with Estelita and tell them about her meeting with Ray J and how he was getting all flirty and touchy. And oh, thank you for checking in on Facebook. Yvette said Estelita is broke, so she needs the check. Yeah, God rest her little sugar daddy soul, but she needs the check. She ain't making no music the first, but she had to. She has to. I get it how she can. Searching for Kiara. Is that how you say it? Hi, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for checking in. But yeah, we saw Amada, Estelita, and Brooke sit down. Amada told the ladies about her meeting with Ray J because Ray J has decided that he is going to make a movie out of his legendary song, One Wish. He's going to turn that into a whole movie. Okay. But anyway, the anniversary, I don't know what anniversary it is of One Wish is coming up, and he's saying that he's gonna make a movie out of it and that he wants Amada to be in the movie, and also that he needs to learn how to do the bachata. I hope I'm saying that right. He needs to learn how to do is bachata dance, some type of salsa dance he needs to learn what he needs to learn how to salsa for in a One Wish movie, which was him on his knees in the rain, makes absolutely no sense to me, but that's what he did. Clearly, in my opinion, Ray J was just looking to poke the bear when it comes to Princess because he's going through this divorce that he don't really want. She's over the situation, and he's trying to, as men can get petty too. I think this was his way of kind of number one, get his camera time and aggravating Princess. But she told them about the group. The weird thing about it though is Amada was saying that she talked to Princess after she met with Ray J, and that Princess was upset. She read Princess text message where she said, "You just another one of these loving hip hop bitches, and I thought you was my friend." At the end of the day, I'm not going to meet with anybody's ex-husband, estranged husband, current husband, fiance, boyfriend, none of that. If you and me are friends, which it could be just for camera, but it seemed like they had a genuine friendship on camera, why would you go meet with Ray J without talking to Princess or letting her know why? Like, she's trying to justify that she told her after the fact, and that's supposed to make it okay. Y'all let me know. You want any of your friends going to meet with a man that you're in a divorce battle with, and you okay with your friends going to meet with him doing the bachata? He all up on her, and she tell you after the fact. I don't know what. I don't know where she gets that. That's any type of girl code. I don't get whatsoever. How could that be any type of girl code? But it don't seem like girl code exists anymore. It's like a thing of the past. But that's her story, and she's sticking to it that she told her after the fact. She didn't really have to tell her that. I even saw some of you in the comments saying, "Well, ain't Princess divorcing him? Why she care?" Just because you're getting the divorce from someone doesn't mean that. And if you've been through a divorce, let me know. But just because you're going through a divorce, that doesn't mean all your feelings just shut off for that person, and you gonna feel some type of way. And then it becomes more about principle than the care for Ray J. Like, you supposed to be my friend. So I just thought that was when she went to meet with him. I'm like, bro, you wilding. And then trying to justify that she told Princess afterwards, this wasn't making any sense. Also in this episode, we saw Trina sit down with her husband. Why he talk so slow, y'all? Why do he talk so slow like that? Like, it was draining me. But she sat down and talked to him about this alleged woman that Hot Topic brought into the mix, that's saying that she has a child with Swerve, that she's been looking for him, trying to get, child support for him, that they worked somewhere together. I can't recall, a restaurant or store or something. They worked together. They were messing around. She got pregnant. He totally disappeared. In that conversation, this woman also alleged that Swerve was like squatting on Trina at her favorite hot dog stand, child, that he was plotting to get in the midst of Trina and where he is today as her husband. Now, listen, the woman made it clear, and the woman I'm talking about is Trina. She made it clear last night. She knows about this alleged baby mother. She don't care about none of the stuff he had going on before. That's her husband now. She's a grown-ass woman, y'all. We gotta let her be happy. Even if it's delusion. I pray he don't hurt her, because we done seen Trina through so many relationships with rappers, Lil Wayne, French Montana, all these relationships where they did her dirty. Like, she wants to be in love and she wants to be married. She don't care nothing about that. He spoke on it, but not really. He wouldn't address if it was a possibility that the child could be his or not. All he said in his slow tone to Trina was that we live in a world where women can pick and choose when they want to have a child, but also live in a world where the woman can choose on when she wants to speak on it or let the guy be a part of the child's life. I don't know what he was trying to get at there, but the woman said she been looking for him and trying to find him, and he been ducking and dodging her. I don't know. So he said he gonna have his lawyer on it. His lawyer gonna advise him what to do. I chuckled while watching that because I said, so you mean you using Trina's lawyer? But whatever. They say Swerve is into real estate, as far as he invests and rehabs homes, or he, kind of buys homes, whatever you call it. When you buy the home and you fix it, a fixer upper, and resell it, he's into doing that. So that's where he allegedly gets his money from. I don't know. I ain't seen the man show a house or go to a development on the show yet. But I really do want this to work out for Trina. I don't want to see her go through that again. She lost her mom, she lost, her cousin. She's been through a lot with relationships and she wants this to work. She don't care what none of us got to say. She done cut off all her family on social media. She told them stay from around her. She is happy. So we'll see what happens through the season. Does he meet with the lawyer? What happens? Is he the pappy or not? We will find out. In other news on Love and Hip Hop Miami, we also saw Flo hanging out with Alan. Hey, Toria, thank you for checking in on Facebook. But yes, we saw Alan and Flo. You guys saw from the last episode, Flo has had it up to here 2 years later that her sister slept with her husband that she says she don't care about and she wants a divorce from, but was upset to find out that Amada had been hanging out with her husband, Marlon, the Haitian sensation, honey. And she said she was going to get back 2 for 1. She did a 2 for 1. Alan had been messing around with Gael, her sister, as well as that's Amada's baby daddy. She got her 2 for 1 and she took him home, child. I said the pH balances is off. Just sharing the same men over and over and over again. Are these the only men in Atlanta? Is Marlon, Safari, Alan, are they the only men in Miami at this point? Because I swear. And call me crazy because when she took Alan from Gael's birthday party and said, "We going home," I was thinking, ain't Marlon at the house? Marlon stayed there. Ain't he your gardener, chef, mechanic, and everything else? So I was just dying. Like the first thing I'm like, must be nice because I can't just make plans like that. Like your kids at home, Marlon's there, but I don't know. In this scene, it didn't look like they was at her house. It looked like they went to a hotel or whatever. He come emerging from the swimming pool water, and they got him walking in slow motion, like he got some great body, and he's like best thing since sliced bread. I don't know what these women see in Allen. I really don't. Like he's balding back here. They had him coming out the water like he got this tight body. He does not. I don't get what they see in this man. I really don't. Um, I also have a question for you guys. Now, Alan is back on the show this season because he wants to right his wrongs. And he came on here saying he wanted to have a relationship with his daughters and make amends with Amada. And he out there doing everything but that. But he also wanted to change the perception of him because y'all remember in the last season when Amada came out to the DR, they got into an argument and he called her a black bee. So why is it okay that he makes these type of remarks and gets to come back? But Erica Mena, who called um Spice a blue monkey, is not allowed back. His comments were just as offensive. Where's the disconnect here? Why he gets to come back and right his wrongs and try to change his image is beyond me. But I'm gonna let me know y'all thoughts in the comments on that because I don't understand it how he gets the opportunity to do that. Latoria said on Facebook, Flo going to feel slow when she found out Garden who was actually trying to help us. Same thing I said. Like, and there's no coming back from that. So how they gonna figure that out? And how will that impact her relationship with Shay now that Shay and Amada have, made amends on the episode, which we'll get into. And Latoya also said he may be blessed like Safari. Oh, that's what everybody wants from Alan. He's blessed from Safari. Like, well, listen, I didn't see it in them swimming trunks. I didn't see it, but maybe that's the case. That could be why. Like, hey, Lily, thank you for checking in on YouTube. I appreciate you. But yeah, I don't know what they say in the man. But listen, I don't get why he gets to come back and right his wrongs, and Erica was exiled from Love and Hip Hop altogether. But anyway, they're sitting poolside, and basically Flo's MO is to use Alan to get dirt on Amada, and he's singing like a canary. these men is different, like different. He's sitting there and he's telling everything. Like he's telling how him and Amada met. With, he was married, but it was over. It wasn't going well. He was teaching her about real estate. One thing to led to another. Like he was singing like a goddamn canary, telling all her business. It's like, where is there no loyalty on the simplest fact that that's your baby mother? Why are you sitting here talking to her enemy and telling her business? Like, what kind of man does that? Not the kind that I want to be with. That's so whack to me. Like, I was just sitting there watching him really tell all this business to this woman that he spent one night with. Why are you telling your own business? Forget just telling them all the business. You telling yours as well to somebody you don't hardly know. But I digress. At the end of the day, he told Flo he ain't really care about Gael. She flirty and all of that stuff, but he don't really care about her. And she ain't got nothing to do with the situation. Latoya saying he's not saying nothing we already didn't know from the last season, but still, shut up. Like, why are you sitting up there telling and talking all this? Like, why? Why? I have no idea. Victoria said, so Flo already noticed. Was she sitting up and asking questions? Well, he don't get, and it wasn't so much, maybe for me, it wasn't so much the things that he said, but she's asking these questions and they're trying to, we all know Amada ain't the greatest. We all know, she got a little hoe in her. She messing with everybody, man. We already know that. But she's asking these questions and helping him form this perception that he's this good guy and that she's keeping him from the kids and from him allowing the babies to be allowed to be around his family and his other children. It was whack to me. Maybe that's what it was, but it was whack to me that he even did that. Real talk. So we'll see. We didn't see Gael this episode, so we're gonna see when she find out that they did the do, how she gonna handle that. She was on Instagram yesterday too, coming at Shay, but we'll get into it because also Shay and Amada met up. Y'all know they ain't been talking, they ain't been speaking, they was beefing, and they got together. And it was for once for Shay a mature situation. Listen, Shay is hurt by Fabo, and she need all the support she can get. And you can see it in her face and hear it in the trembling of her voice while she was talking to Amada. So she apologized for her part in their disagreements, but immediately she popped up her phone to get on Instagram and be like, look, we cool. She got my back, I got her back. I chuckled again because I said, she just want to get on the internet and say, look, y'all, I made amends with somebody. Please leave me alone for a minute about Fabo. I'm trying to be a better person. So she hopped right on social media. That did not seem genuine to me, but she did. But I guess there's one thing Amada forgot, right? That she's cool with Estelita. I guess she forgot about that. We'll get into that in a second. But last night, we met a newcomer on Love and Hip Hop. I want to say her name. Is it Ching Dinah? Diamond? Ching Diamond? I think that's who it is. Let me show y'all. She came up on our screen. Let me give y'all a visual so you can see what she looked like. But this is, I'll make myself smaller so y'all can see real quick. This is Ching Diamond. I was intrigued by this newcomer. I will say. She came on to Trick Daddy's his show, his cooking show, Bitch I Got My Pots. She was on the show as a guest. I don't know what he was cooking, but side note, he said that he was going to get out the hospital and eat healthy. It ain't look like they was cooking nothing healthy on his cooking show. Maybe he ain't eat it, but that was the first thing that came to my mind. Like, bro, you just said when you get out the hospital, you going to eat better. I digress. But Ching Diamond came on. She says she is from Nebraska, aka Nebraska. Oh, okay. She got up there, she did her freestyle, and it was actually entertaining. She does have a voice for it, the wild lyrics that the young folks like. I I was intrigued by this one. She has a story with her for sure. She said that she's a felon, she's had jail time, that when she got old enough, she started stealing, and she's done some time for it. I think she, doing a little scamming, maybe a little shoplifting. She didn't get into the specifics of what her stealing was. She just said she started stealing from them people, honey. And she is in Miami with a record label to collab with people, make songs, and try to put her album together. She says she was locked up, and that's when she realized that she could rap. She also has a man that when she talked about her man, she said he locked up, but he'll be home in less than a month. He's gonna be helping provide, her for her somewhere to stay while she's in Miami. She asked her mom to take her daughter for 6 months while she's down there grinding. But she talked to us about the man like he's her soulmate. He loves her so well. But the mom said he cheat all the time. He's not reliable. But she believe in him, honey. So we're gonna see what happened when he come home. But I was intrigued by this newcomer, Ching Diamond. She has a big personality. And it's funny you said that, Latoria, because Latoria on Facebook says Zoe better step up her game because she got dance moves and coming with it. Funny you said that, Latoria, because immediately when I saw Ching Diamond, I said they are going to try to, they meaning production, they're going to put them against each other, is what I was thinking. And when I saw her, they're both, plus size, beautiful women. They're both in the rap game. And I said, production is going to figure out a way to pin them against each other, which it's sad. They should be able to support, uplift each other. Now, after she came on the screen and we talked to her for a while, I remembered Zoe was live a few weeks ago while they were filming, I guess, the next season of Love and Hip Hop Miami. And she was in an altercation with Ching Diamond. And they were going back and forth. She had to be removed from the place that they were in. And the production was trying, I couldn't really hear, or of course I couldn't get the gist of why they were arguing or about to fight. But Zoe was super upset. Production was trying to get her off live because of course they're filming. They don't want this leaked. But she was refusing to get off live. So there's gonna be some type of beef, I believe, between these two. So they're gonna pin them against each other. In upcoming episodes, it do look like they start off cool and friends, and I don't know if they already know each other, but in the upcoming episode, we will see them together. But I was intrigued by this newcomer. We'll see what happens, but I'm interested now to understand how does this lead into her and Zoe not getting along. So I'll keep you posted there. But yeah, what else happens? Let me put so the people coming in know what we talking about, honey. Let me put the Love and Hip Hop picture back up here so the people know who we talking about. Okay. Thank you. Can I call you Carmen? Is it Carmen Nika? Can I call you Carmen? Carmen on Facebook says she was on the second season of Rhythm and Flow on Netflix. I didn't watch that yet. Gonna be truthful because I have been binge watching selling the city. But when I was looking for a picture to put up of her before I came on here, she was in a picture with, and it was a little Netflix symbol in it. So that makes sense. I only watched the first season of Rhythm and Flow, but I do have to watch the second one. You are right. I have been in a cycle of binge watching Mob Wives on Paramount Plus, and then I was sucked into Selling the City on Netflix, which if you haven't watched is really good. But thank you, Carmen. I appreciate that. So she did mention she was like an overnight success or internet sensation. I don't recall her mentioning Netflix. Maybe they couldn't, but thank you for that little gem. I appreciate it. And Tori said, I thought the same thing, but when I saw the preview, it seemed like they're going to support each other. Yeah, I thought the same thing until I remembered that live when Zoe went live because I follow her on Instagram. So something's going to pop off later on down the line. We going to see. But what else happened? Let me go back to my notes. What the hell is wrong with Hot Topic? Why is Hot Topic running around town looking for Bobbi? And I can't recall the man's name that was on the screen last night with the middle finger earring, the big middle finger earring that he in the midst of everything. If you recall, he was in the midst of between Liza and her daughter. He was the one that told Bobbi that Hot Topic has a blog page and was most likely the one that leaked that Trina had gotten married secretly. He was there last night letting Estelita know that Shay and Amada had made up. Why ain't nobody looking for him? But Hot Topic was running around town at every event, pulling up, looking for Bobbi. Now, I chuckled again because I said, now at the beginning of this season, this woman sat in front of us talking to Trina's cousin, saying how she ain't had time to go to the hospital to visit Trick. Damn, nobody went to the hospital to visit Trick. But she said she didn't have time because she'd been so busy. Yet you got time to run around town looking for Bobbi Lights. So she's upset with Bobbi Lights because Bobbi is the one that told Trina that she was the one that leaked her marriage and wedding information. He's saying that, she's saying that she did not do that. The world may never know. We don't know who leaked it, if she did, if she not. She definitely was interested in the information. And when she was asked by production a few weeks ago, she did seem guilty. I don't know. But she running around town looking for Bobbi Light. She pulled up on him at Estelita's foreign eyelash launch. If I see another eyelash launch on one of these shows on Love and Hip Hop, is that the go-to thing, launching eyelashes? Mama D got eyelashes. Flo got eyelashes, skincare, and none of these LLCs make it to the next season. Get your bag, ladies, but I'm just saying. Anyway, Hot Topic pulls up on him and he's really not the Bobbi that we are used to. He's trying to change, sober, not drink, not use drugs, and apparently not fight like he used to do when he first came on our screen. He literally was paying her dust. He was not paying her any mind whatsoever. But she also rolled up on Joy, looking for Bobbi Lights, and all she did all episode was get escorted out by security. Everybody calling security on the girl. Poor girl. She done messed up her relationship. Don't you know you can't tell a woman about her man, especially not your friends, because they're gonna turn on you. Trust me, I've been there. So they're gonna turn on you. So you cannot tell your friends about their man. They don't want to hear it. They really don't. But she got escorted out of every building on the episode last night. Even when she found Bobbi, she still got escorted out of the building, child. But lastly, before we get into Love and Hip Hop ATL, the smack her around the world, Princess flew 3,000 plus miles to go to the foreign eyelash launch by Estelita. Side note, Estelita invited Princess because she had already been told by the guy with the middle finger earring that Shay and Amada made up. She still has beef with Shay because she feels like Shay made light of her sexual abuse that happened to her in the past. I told y'all last season I did not feel like what Shay said was in regards to that. She was talking about the sugar daddy that she had, not anything further. I feel like Estelita is holding on to that and hanging on to that to keep her storyline alive in this beef with Shay. But with what Shay's saying, in my opinion, was about the sugar daddy. I don't get how she correlates that to anything else. It was abuse from someone in her past, and she's saying Shay knew about it. And I forget the exact words that Shay said, but Shay said something. She said something about something that she said something to her, and she thought that Shay was talking about that situation when Shay was talking about her sugar daddy situation. She tried to turn that on Shay and make like Shay was this bad person. I mean, she ain't the greatest, but I truly, when she said it, that's what I was thinking. So that's what I have to go with. That um she was talking about the sugar daddy. That's how I felt. But anyway, Amada now will have to deal with that at a later date. We'll see that in the next episode. That Estelita went behind her back and invited Princess on some get back because she made up with Shay. That's something they're gonna have to deal with in the upcoming episode. But Princess flew 3,000 miles to confront Amada about her meeting up with Ray J on the One Wish movie, honey. Conversation didn't really go anywhere. As I already said to you, Amada's trying to justify her calling a princess after the fact to tell her that she met with Ray J and that he was being a little flirty. She was as well. That's not an appropriate movie setting. Like, why is your manager not talking to him? Where's the contract? Where's the script for this One Wish movie? How is he offering you a role in a movie that does not exist with a script? Knock it off. You knew what you was doing and you knew you was wrong, but she's trying to justify it. um Bottom line, Princess smacked her. Now, of course, I feel like it was sound effects involved with the smack, but it still was a good open palm smack to the face that that she got. So it's to be continued to see what happened last week. Now, I will say this before I move on. Y'all had me cracking up in the comments because y'all said she flew down there for Amada, but she won't fly down there to pull up on Suki Hana. I can't stand y'all. I cannot stand y'all in my comments sometimes. I'm really honest. I cannot stand y'all in my comments sometimes. But that's what you said. You said that listen, you said that she won't fly down there to address Suki. I have to agree. She has not flown down there to address Suki. She only addressed her over the internet. If you guys have been under a rock, Suki and Ray J were hanging out. He had her in all the Chanel stores. I breezed past it saying, Lord, I hope he just making music with her or they making fake music or whatever. I breezed past it like this is not really happening. But he was taking her out to Chanel stores and all of that. And during the Christmas holiday break, Sukihana posted a text message that she received from Ray J's phone that seemed to have come from Princess, making it clear that she knew that Suki had been messing with Ray J. They went back and forth on the internet, showing screenshots and things like that. And honestly, both of them were trending out of it. And Suki gained hella followers. She also got her hustler hoe bag deal that she has. Have you guys seen the bag? It comes with like gag throat spray and all this other crazy stuff. Great Valentine's Day gift if you're into that type of stuff. So she got a deal out of it. Princess was promoting that she's opening in California a beauty bar, beauty salon type situation. So I guess it's a win-win. The man embarrassed y'all and y'all gain followers and sponsorships. Hey, I guess it's a win-win. What can you say? I don't know. What's not real because she showed her real boyfriend. I don't know. The text messages seemed like there was something going on. He talking about saying he was still walking around with her cootie cat juices on him. I don't know. The text messages is what she put up there, child. I told you I breezed past it because I said I just don't have the energy for this. But we're gonna see on the next season. Oh, Suki and Ray J, you don't think it's real? Of course, it's publicity, in my opinion. But we're gonna see on the new season of Love and Hip Hop that also had came out a few weeks ago, where the cast was on lockdown. They were saying that some type of altercation was happening, and they while they were filming, they were out in Curacao. I always thought it was Curacao, but I think it's Curacao. After I had to look it up, but they were out of the country. Say let's just say that they were out of the country, and Tip went live and she was saying like, "Oh my God," she was acting, but she was saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe this happened." Meanwhile, Ray J was going live and saying how he was filming, he was out of the country as well, and he was about to go off on production. Miami Tip came back later on, letting us know that that altercation was about, or whatever went down was about Suki and her airing all the laundry about her and Ray J. So we are going to see on the show. It's probably a storyline, as we know, right? I don't believe that they actually were together. She was making like Ray J was in love with her. He was taking her to the Chanel store. I don't know, but they take all the hoes to the Chanel store. Wish somebody would take me. But anyway, those are my thoughts on Love and Hip Hop Miami. Great episode. I was cracking up. We're gonna move on to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Let me get that up on the screen for you so that people know that what we talking about. But we had the season premiere of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta last night. The cast is out in London because Spice has invited them all out to perform their one song, Ciphers of the A. I'm wondering if they changed the lyrics. Is it still a diss track? Did they actually complete the song? Oh, Tori, you got to go because you haven't watched it. Okay, well, come back and watch this part way after you after you watch it. But thanks for stopping by. But Love and Hip Hop, I mean, it's off to a slow start. It was a cool first episode for Love and Hip Hop ATL. Like I said, they're in London. Spice she's headlining the Unruly tour. Is that what it's called? My husband had to tell me that that's Popcorn's tour, or his fest, and he's a popular Jamaican artist that I would not know if it wasn't for my husband. So thanks to him. But she's headlining this fest, and she brought all of the cast out to perform with her. On this episode, we saw Ciara got married. We already knew she was married, but we actually saw the marriage. And I want to say, guys, I know we don't believe in Ciara's marriages, engagements. She's been engaged 19 times. Hi, Teresa Judas. But she has been engaged a ton of times, married. But I gotta be honest, y'all. I believe in this. I believe in this marriage a little bit. They was both up there crying in the courthouse. Her daughter seems to really approve of it and love the guy that she married. She's known him from her past, from 15 plus years ago. I I think this one might last. I could totally be wrong, but it gave genuine vibes when I watched them get married on the episode last night. Why they had to go to the courthouse in all black, and she had on her black veil and her Rick Owens sneakers and her skull. Like, I guess they were giving like rock star vibes. But she got married on the episode. Her mother and sisters were not there. Y'all saw they was beefing on the last seasons. So we'll see if she can make amends with that. Her father was there and he was encouraging her to make amends. They're out in London. Little Zane is there. He left his wife behind. He out here trying to nail down everything that's moving. And surprisingly, side note, Lil Zane was excited to be in London. I call him Stevie J Jr. But Lil Zane said that this was his first time out of the country. I was shocked by that. Lil Zane was a pretty big artist back in his day. So I was like, dang, you ain't never going to tour out of the country. You ain't never perform out of the country. Nothing. This is literally your first time. You really just been poking around Atlanta all this time, using your fame to sleep with girls. Lord have mercy. Got to get out more, sir. But little Stevie J Jr. is happy to be out there without his wife. But Amy is watching everything that he do and looking to report it back. Now, back on the mainland in Atlanta, we have Jock and Kendra. Jock got a guilty conscience, I guess, from all the shit he done did to Kendra. And it has been secretly going through Kendra's phone. He mentioned that he saw some DMs where it's a guy saying to her, "Oh, you look so pretty, you're so beautiful." She was keeping it at a distance, he said, but this guy was seemingly interested in real estate, and she's a real estate agent. Y'all know she's a closing lawyer for real estate. So she's, trying to get a bag, I guess. But this guy is also giving her compliments in the midst of it. Apparently, he went back and checked the DMs again, and the DMs were in vanish mode. Now he's upset. Now he's shaking in his cheating ass boots. It's like, bruh, you had a whole ass baby on Kendra. Y'all wasn't married yet. You were in the process of getting married. You were engaged. You had a whole baby outside of your engagement, and you're mad at her about some DMs. Now I know two wrongs don't make a right, but two lefts make a circle. What the fuck? I don't know. I just was like, you know how the saying goes. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. So he confronts her about the DM. She says it's nothing. She's trying to get money, that he has gotten money with women multiple times that has had a crush on him. I mean, we saw last season this woman yelling in Kendra's face that if she wanted her man or her husband, she could have him. So she has embarrassed her time and time again. We saw him in the alleyway with the woman with the hands all over him. He's embarrassed her. He had the baby on her. So ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. So I don't know what to tell him, but he's up in arms. He's threatening divorce. So she stuck beside him, but soon she got a vanish mode DM, he ready to be out. Ain't that just like a man for you? They can do whatever they want, and then when they find out you doing something, they be heartbroken. Always the same sad song. But yeah, so he is threatening divorce. He took his mic off. He ready to leave the marriage. We'll see where it goes. I think I saw a headline saying that he filed for divorce. I don't necessarily believe that. I did not find any paperwork that he actually filed, but he's threatening currently on the show to divorce her. And then back in London, Bambi and Carly are still working on their friendship after they, went through their beef last season. They sat down for dinner. Even Amy and Bambi were able to apologize to each other. I don't know how you get over so quickly that she slept with your ex-husband and the father of your 3 children so quickly. But if y'all willing to be bygones, to me, I guess that just shows how Bambi is really over Scrap. She ain't trying to circle the block, and she's moving on, honey. But they were able to apologize, but Scrap and Chaotic are still beefing. They're beefing over the YouTube channel that they put together. Last season, we heard more of Chaotic side, where he was saying he was the one putting the work in. He was the one, promoting it, paying for, I guess, cameramen or whatever. And Scrappy was not pulling his weight. So he ended up taking Scrappy off of the YouTube channel. Scrappy on the other end says that Chaotic owed him money, that it was his family that was mostly in the videos, that his highest view video was of Chaotic at Scrappy's, Mama D's house and with his family and daughter. So he feel like he owe him money. But however, Scrappy act like he was about to apologize and took it back and said he ain't apologizing for nothing. I hope they can mend because they were true friends. I loved seeing them together as a duo, but they seem to be on opposite ends of the spectrum right now, and they're going to have to work it out. I mean, Scrappy is supposed to be this big baller, 5K is a lot of money to me, but that's what he's saying. Like he's owed at least $5,000. I hope they can work it out because, right, like Bambi said, they're two black men with influence. They were a good duo. The channel was doing well. Even if you don't do business with each other anymore, hopefully they could get their friendship back on track. But yeah, I'm interested in this season. There's a lot to come with Love and Hip Hop. We'll see what happens with Kendra and Jock. We'll see how Chaotic and Scrap, if they're able to mend their friendship. We'll see what happens at this Ciphers of the A, how they perform. Because now that Bambi and Amy have apologized, you can't get up there doing the same diss track you did last season. So we'll see if they've changed the lyrics or actually put a song together. Excuse me. And then I'm interested to see, there's more out there come in this season with Mandisi's. Is he cheating? Is he not? Do he have side chicks? Is he spreading it wide and low down there in Atlanta? We gonna find more out about that. We didn't see too much of them last night. We'll see what's going on with Rashido and Kirk, but I will say Kirk and Mendeecees both were wearing their wedding rings on the episode last night. So we'll see where it goes, but it was a good episode, a good start to the season premiere. I'm intrigued. I want to know more. And those are my unsolicited thoughts on Love and Hip Hop Miami and Atlanta. Now, guys, I will be back tomorrow for another Tea Talk, same time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, covering last night's episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which was good. And finally, Salt Lake City, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, the top tier housewives. Hey, D, thank you for checking in. Top tier housewives are back tonight. 2 episodes left to the season. Buckle up, bitches. It's about to get good. So 2 episodes left of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be back right here recapping Housewives of Beverly Hills and Salt Lake City. I'm going to do a short recorded episode tonight and put it up on YouTube. So please make sure, link in bio on Instagram and Facebook. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to put a recorded episode up and give you my thoughts on Roni. Real Housewives of New York, I don't like them. And I'm going to let y'all know about it. So I will put up a quick video just recapping the last episode and my thoughts on this season. I hope this is their last season. Real talk. All right. So I'll be back tomorrow. Y'all come back 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, streaming live across Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And like I say before I end all my shows, reality TV stars are humans too. Don't forget that, guys. It is your girl V with Reality Recap. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Peace.